This is Global Public News. I'm Shadow Across Rooftops. Authorities state their investigations indicate that those behind the recent suicide bombings have been arrested or driven underground, and that the immediate danger is past. Security at the tunnel dedication will be heightened, although not as much as expected only days ago. Guy Vistas, a spokesman for the French Sécurité, said in a press conference that his bureau would be comfortable with normal levels of security, but they have decided a higher level of watchfulness will bolster public confidence. Adventurers working for the Russian government have recovered an artifact from a dragon horde in the Caucasus Mountains that has been lost for over 1,000 years. The precise nature and power of the artifact is disputed, but the most reliable accounts indicate that it allows several persons to merge their minds into a single superintelligence. The artifact was stolen by a dragon from the Khazarians around the year 1000, and historians blame its loss for the collapse of their vast trading empire. A ceasefire has been declared in Bristol, and all forces are remaining in their current positions while British authorities negotiate with the Rat King. His demands include establishing Bristol as a nation primarily for rats to be independent of the United Kingdom. Yu Zhangkan, a citizen of Neo-Macau, was convicted by a court of attempted murder for trying to kill an illusion he believed to be his wife. His wife purchased the illusion in fear after Khan discovered her infidelity. Khan stated at his trial that he hadn't killed anyone. The judge determined that since Mr. Khan believed the illusion was his wife, it was legally no different from attempting to murder his actual wife and failing. This is Global Public News.
Hello and welcome to Roll4It. We're here today playing Code 2050 Dungeons & Dragons module in association with Legendary Pants. So, what's there a finger for? Why is there a finger happening?
I thumbs up.
Oh,
what?
Okay. I can't tell if it's there. It looks like maybe just a finger.
Thumb of affirmation. There we go.
Thumb of affirmation. Is that like a magic item that you get like +1 to like morale or something?
Thumb of affirmation? That'd be great.
You get that for being Adventure of the Month. So, welcome. Do we
Wait,
have...
is that a thing?
Wait, there's an Adventure of the Month?
Whoa.
That's news to me.
Kyoku, is there an Adventure of the Month?
I would have tried a lot harder.
And
Dang.
I mean, if you guys want to start your own guild, you can do whatever you want.
Guys, we can unionize. We can unionize.
Can we unionize?
We won't get a lot of support, but you know,
collective bargaining, better pay deals, better contracts, better working conditions, less genetic slimes because they suck.
I'm sorry, you take that back.
Okay, so do we have any announcements today? I don't believe we do. I think we're okay. Okay, so no announcements. We're going to go straight into our shilling section. So, if you do want to support us, feel free to go over to patreon.com/Roll4It, where you can support the show with the monies, which allows us to, for instance, feed cats and buy new cactuses or rabbits. We do have 2 rabbits on the show today, so yes, you can also feed the rabbits because rabbits cost monies for the foods.
They do.
He posted photos of the rabbit with the puppy.
Oh yeah, that was so cute. Speaking of which, all the Patreon tiers get you access to our Discord, where you can see pictures of rabbits and puppies. So if you go to the Patreon, you can get access at, say, the first $1 tier. Gets you access to Discord, also gets you MP3s. Then you've got like the $5 tier, where you get access to the after shows where we just chat about random crap, probably unrelated, but sometimes related, if you're lucky, to the actual show. Then you've got stuff like the player tier, where you get player information. You get the GM tier, you get information on GM stuff, behind the scenes stuff. You get access to some polls, allow you to vote for things. Then you've got the hero tier, where you can submit a name to go into the game and probably get killed in Layla, because I've been going through them very, very fast. Then you've got the legend tier, where you get to take part in a legend one-shot. This month it is actually Dungeons & Dragons Pirates of the Broken Skies by Steven, son of Osiris. So he's going to be GMing that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And then you've got the daily tier, where we're just like, I don't know, but it's a thing. Do we still have a slot available at the
legend? The legend slot has already been
I think
filled.
it's filled.
every
Yeah, it's
time?
crazy.
Every time.
I think because there's people that are
Damn.
just waiting for a spot, and then like as soon as one opens up, they're like,
Snag it up.
Yeah, they snag it up.
Sniped.
Sniped. It's a great opportunity too if like a spot opens up that you can grab, because you get like that one-on-one DM experience. So if you're new to, and you get to try out new systems, which is fun.
That's true. So there you go. If you want to support us on Twitch, you can do so by subscribing. You get access to the Discord, and you get emotes, which are pretty cool.
Good stuff. Yeah.
We've got some more on the way, so there'll be some new emotes coming. If you want to support in a way that's not recurring, or you want a one-off payment or something like that, you can do bits, or you can always do tips. All of those go into the little pot down there. Down there. Excellent. Down there in the corner. And there's a little jar, and they go in, and then the physics happens. Yeah, kind of. Of course, if you do not have the monies, or you choose to support in a non-monetary fashion, you can, of course, do so by just spreading the word and spreading the love, letting people know about the show. For instance, if you were to get some, like, Roll4It bumper stickers printed off and put them on the back of people's cars, back of people's heads, back of people's children, toilet seats.
If you're artistic, you can get like a white T-shirt and make like a Roll4It T-shirt. You know, you can run around town with that. Go to like,
there you go.
That's what I would do. Go to a convention.
Merch is coming. I mean, by soon we
Well,
mean
soon.
when
Same with
legal
Peaches, yeah,
stuff
that'll
is
be up
done.
too.
We're waiting for legal stuff. It's still going.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't rush the U.S. trademark system. We tried. They wouldn't
It's gonna
take
be
the bribe.
amazing once it is launched, though. I'm so excited.
And you don't want to one-up Peachy because he's waiting for his merch as well.
Oh, goddamn Peachy. Peachy ruins everything. So, that's most of our shilling. Just bear in mind, by the way, that Legendary Pants are doing a Kickstarter for Code 2050. That'll be starting, in theory, the 1st of next month. So,
Correct.
like, less than a week? Damn.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah, we're
exactly
pretty
a week? I think it might be exactly a week.
Exactly a week. Exactly a
Wait,
week.
what?
The 2050 Kickstarter. Exactly a week's time.
Wow.
It's gonna start.
Coincides with the final episode. It's almost like it was planned or something.
Almost like it was planned.
Wait,
Wow.
Are we
Ends
gonna
next-
blow up? Because like
Does it all end? No. I thought it was forever. We're not doing this until 2050?
Oh, no. You know that Kyo's already planned to kill your character off.
No.
Yeah, specifically
no.
Jameer.
Kyo, why?
Also, it's an interactive role-playing show, so that when your character dies, you die.
It's permadeath.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It makes you feel like
before.
We'll turn off the camera.
You can only do it once.
The viewers.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Just
I didn't know
one
when
at
I
a
signed
time,
up for
the
this.
cameras go signal lost.
Yep.
Oh god.
That would be horrifying.
That would be.
then we'd like have one of them come back on, but like there's a hand like
look on
just
Q's
blood.
face is like,
Kyo's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
No, you have one of the
Surprise.
cameras come back on for like 2 seconds, just to have a hand go down it and blood just smear, and then go off again.
It's like the golden eye. It's
Yeah.
like,
We could just put that in post, right? Like just.
I mean,
yeah, actually,
you can do it in
yeah.
post. It's easier to do it like for real. So
It's the splatter. I
You know,
thought.
It's easier to actually
practical-
Splatter,
Practical
splatter, blood,
effects
and
really
then
are
you just
better.
hear screaming.
practical effects are better. It is true. So you know.
We can bring Splatter on so that he can also help with the splattering.
Get smatter for the splatter.
Yeah, Smatter.
Oh God. Okay. So
I put the
That's-
words together. It's fine.
that's all the way you can support.
It's been up
I
since 3 in the morning.
believe I'll hand it over now to Kyo to take us away, or possibly lock us in a room. Take it away, Kyo.
You guys. Yeah.
Get us out.
High stakes
When-
role playing.
I just saw that.
I
So yeah,
kind of
when
want to make a show like this. Can we do that?
I
Only
think
if
it's
you're
called
in a
the Hunger
non-extradition country.
I cannot recommend shows with permadeath. It's very stressful for the
Yeah.
players.
it's stressful
I've
for the
played
DM.
I've played one where, like West Marches style, where like once your character's out, you're out, and then like the story continues on without you, and a new character takes over. So I think it can work.
It can. It's very stressful for actors.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm sure it is. That's what makes it fun.
You find everyone like stops worrying about damage and they all start worrying about getting the very best armor. Maggie,
Yep.
you do realize you're wearing 5 mattresses taped together. Yep.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you were for reals. Because I am.
Literally.
How did you know? Everyone always says this shirt looks like I'm wearing chainmail. And I'm like, yep,
kinda-
I show up in
But
full
it's
chainmail.
not 5
every
mattresses
day.
taped
I can see
together.
that.
Oh, wait, this is after show material, so Keo, take it away.
Sorry. Go.
All right. So when last we left our heroes, you guys were stuck in a room, talking to an illusionary dwarf. Informed you that you're being kept on ice so that Tiso.
We know how
the,
Lauren feels.
she does not
Confined.
find. So that Tiso can handle the Morton incident. So, I believe Oxford dropped a smoke grenade into the room.
Yep. It's a
And-
responsible thing to do.
Yeah, why don't we take off from there? What are you guys gonna do?
Like,
Uh,
I imagine, like, Virgil starts talking to the guy, like, what do you mean by on night? Oh, they set off a grenade.
Ziggy continues to quietly hide, I think, under the tables while attempting to get an idea of how many people or things that she's going to need to punch are in the room.
And I am also just going to continue to hide because I hid so well. And I will like ready my hand up to start forming a fireball from the fire tattoo that's on my hand.
Okay.
Also, Virgil is disguised self right now. He looks like a lanky-looking human who is quite annoyed about all this.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
Ziggy-
Jameer still thinks that the dwarf is real, and he has his feet on the table and is trying to conduct a conversation, but there's smoke all over the place now.
So Ziggy and Oxford, you guys are in the room with all of the office furniture in it. There are currently 6 cubicles all set up in this room. Nobody seems to be in the room, however. You did hear the magnetic lock seal on the door towards the front of the building. Jameer, Oxford, and Felicity, you guys are in the room with the dwarf, right?
No, I'm in with
Correct.
Ziggy and I've stealthed as well.
I'm sorry, Virgil. Jameer, Virgil, and Felicity.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
am. I didn't want to be in the room exactly, but I'm trying to like hide up against a wall, but not. I'm not doing very well.
You just like plastered yourself against a wall.
Yeah, I'm like plastered against the wall, but like my horn is sticking out of the side of the wall, so you can still see me.
So he's going to respond to Virgil first and go, by ice, I mean out of the way.
How out of the way exactly? I see you've locked the doors.
We have, as a precaution. We know your type.
Then you'll know those probably won't work.
I think you'll find them a little more sophisticated than you're expecting.
How about the walls around them?
Brick and mortar, cement.
Sounds like a better option then. I guess you're not going to tell us anything important, seeing as you want us not to know anything about what's going on.
Well, if you're interested in... You do know about the coin, right?
Yes.
If you're interested in reclaiming the other half, you're more than welcome to meet us at the Hyperloop station in Aro. That's the name of the city. We anticipate that that is where your professor is currently en route to, and we'll be happy to hand it over to you once everything is under control.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well,
This is not our professor.
first of all, yeah. What is it you have with this professor? You're working with him, huh?
No.
I don't think so. I think our goals are the same,
it
but
wasn't.
they would rather achieve them instead of us.
He's going to look over to you, Virgil, and say, well, you see, your people and our people, we haven't always seen eye to eye. However, we understand gold, and a hyperloop between Barcelona and Paris would serve us well, as moving through the Pyrenees means that all of your commercial goods will be subject to our tariffs. So we're
So, neither of us wants any more bombings to happen then.
correct.
Well, I suppose we'll do our best to continue trying to deal with the professor. So if you want us to do well on that, then more information is better.
Oh, we'll be taking care of the professor. No worries.
Right. Are you keeping us here till then?
The magnetic locks are set to disable in 6 hours. We expect everything to be wrapped up by then.
But we are starving. I mean, you can't lock us in here. We'll die. There's smoke in this building.
Oh, precious Jameer, you little precious soul.
How can you lock us for 6 hours? There's so much we can be doing.
Roll a deception check for me.
All right.
Did they look us in an area that's actually still got a toilet? Or
Come on, Jameer. You just need to do this one time.
No.
7.
If I know adventurers, I'm sure you have rations on you. However, if you do happen to feel a little peckish, there's a break room next to the cubicles. I believe we left some things in the fridge.
I consider it. I'll give them that.
Okay, yes.
How
Well,
kind.
appreciate it.
At this point, he's going to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to be moving under a tunnel soon. We'll lose connection. No hard feelings here, but hopefully you all understand." And his image is going to flicker out. You guys are now left in a room filled with smoke.
Well,
Right. Well, let's get out of here then.
Yep. All right. Well, it seems to be that the locks on both sides. So, step aside. Is everyone else on the other side of it? Like I know, not everyone. It's me, Virgil, and
And
Felicity, and
We're in the next room over.
okay, next
Yes,
room over.
Ziggy and
The one that we came
Oxford.
in, or the one?
No,
ahead
the
of
one's
us?
further away.
They're
Gotcha.
further away.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're further
All
in.
right. So Jameel's gonna like run to that door that they're at and bang on it like, eh.
The door's open.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
the door's open.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's where
there's
the other
smoke
break
just
room is
coming
and all
in
that.
through it.
yeah.
Oh, well then Jameer's banging on an invisible door. No, it's because there's too much smoke in the way to it now. But all right, well, can we kind of wait for the smoke to subside and look around this room, or is this smoke not going to subside?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, it'll take a while to subside.
Yeah, it'll take
Like
a
6
little while.
hours.
Well, there's no
Um,
ventilation in here, really. So it will take a
Speaking
while.
of ventilation,
Virgil, please see if you can hack the ventilation system.
Virgil,
Okay.
have you
to
got
look for the
the?
HVAC.
Forget that.
Ah.
Open-
Yeah, we need to get this
unlock
door
the
open.
Yes,
Virgil,
I
do
imagine
your
it,
magic.
it won't take forever. Well, there's something about that, but first, check for any cameras or
Look,
microphones or
Virgil, I
anything.
don't know how I'm supposed to be able to see a camera from this
Well, that's kind of why.
fog.
More than microphones I'm concerned about. Hold on, and I'm gonna like send a message to all of them saying I'm still connected to their system.
Ah,
I send a message
beautiful.
back. Great. Now open the door.
So
Okay.
the system I'm connected to, I don't know if everything was on it. I do know that there was a lot of interesting information that I could attempt to get, but there's a chance of me being spotted.
Not
Right.
with smoke in the way.
Well, what you found was that the data servers that they had housed, you have access to the router logs, so the message logs going out. Those messages are going to be encrypted, but the data servers themselves, it looks like they were hot swappable drives. They yanked them when they left. Everything else on the network, you see a storage drive for an analog camera feed, and
That was the one for the basement.
yes.
And
Oh,
no-
actually, all of the cameras would be feeding to that. The one in the basement, the reason why that one was a little different was that was on Wi-Fi. The rest of these are hardwired into the network. That was why you guys were talking about cutting the lines in the last episode.
Wait, when you send a
Mhm.
message, we can send a short one back, right?
Oh, it
Send a message
wasn't
out.
like the spell. I mean, we have phones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get out my
Text
phone,
message.
I hold it
It
really
is
close
magic.
to see, and I'm just gonna type like, do the cameras have microphones?
I'll look through at all the cameras and stuff. But like, basically, Virgil's thing is like, if the doors are on this system, then he wants to open them. But also, he knows that he was very lucky to get into this system. They're probably going to spot him when he gets out. So he's of the mind of just gathering everything he possibly can and ripping it out as he runs away.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do. Grab all the data you can.
All right, so what you're going to be able to yank off of the server is going to be the actual router send and receive messages. So you'll have access to the logs. Aside from that, there's not too much left. There is access to the door security. However, that has another script protecting it that you'll have to crack first in order to get through it.
Okay. I guess yeah. I'll go for I'll try and unlock the doors, and then if that works, I will run away with everything I can carry in my brain.
Okay. All right, so give me a hacking attempt. Just a normal one without advantage.
All right. That's it for one.
Oh no!
Brit.
It really,
Look at the skill check.
How could this happen?
when it rains, it pours.
Oh, that was to succeed on.
That's like,
Wait.
yeah, I know.
Didn't we have the struggle last week? Is the curse
No,
continuing?
he was rolling really
He was
well.
killing
I
it.
rolled a 20 to get
Oh,
into
yeah,
this
you were
network.
doing
We were
well.
hacking
That's the
like,
only
yeah.
reason I got in. And
The
it's
only
like,
thing we've
okay,
been rolling
gonna do
is
this
ones and
one
20s.
thing.
He can't get out. Yeah.
Just this
So-
one little thing, and we're good.
Oh.
So Virgil, as you start to probe that part of the network, you get the feeling that your connection to your AI is starting to feel the flood of malware pouring back into it.
Okay. Wait,
Roll
do
a
you mean
wisdom
like
save.
my patron?
Yep.
Like, stop feeding me viruses. What are you doing? Oh god. Okay, what am I rolling?
A wisdom save.
Okay.
Virgil becomes evil. We have to kill him.
13.
13. Okay. You're able to basically sever your connection to the network, but you really had to bail out. So
Damn it.
you're not able to take anything with you off of this.
Oh.
Oh. Stupid doors.
Virgil, did you ever have a response to the question about whether we need to fix the microphones or? Okay.
Sorry that
Ver-
we might have to take the conventional route through the doors.
While everyone's doing this, Siggy's just gonna have been looking around. She wants to ascertain, like, she knows that there were no skylights that she could get through. Like, they were pretty reinforced and explosive. She knows, but she doesn't know if there's an HVAC or any, like, system that she can climb through or crawl through, or any, like, weaknesses in the roof of the building or any of, like, structural integrities. Like, she's just, like, knocking on walls the entire time, like.
Yeah, this whole building has been restructured as like a small business office, basically. So you have like the replaceable tiles along the ceiling, and if you were to fumble around enough, you could find a ventilation system up there.
Is it big enough for an elf?
But a
For
halfling.
an elf,
That was going to be my follow-up question. If the answer is no,
not big enough for an elf. It is big enough for a halfling, though.
Ziggy just like bursts through the door of the smoke room.
Jameer's still
I
like,
found something you can climb through. Quick, this way.
Question.
Yes.
Prestigious allow me to like remove some of the smoke? I don't know, because like you can clean stuff. Can I like
a light breeze?
Yeah,
Well,
can I
right
make,
right
like-
now, the cameras can't see what we're doing. If you do that, the cameras can see what we're doing.
Oh, okay, true.
all right. Okay, well, yeah,
you
Jameer.
could do that if you want. You could
Okay, I won't do
ventilate
that.
part of the.
Kyoku's like, do it. Come on.
He's
Come
like,
on,
yes,
do it.
yes.
Well, like I said to Virgil, those things were on a closed network. They're not outbound anywhere. They were just storing it onto a server on the premises.
Okay.
As far
All
as
right.
you know.
Well, before
As far
Jameer
as we
goes,
know. Hmm.
can Jameer actually go to wherever the guy said the food was? Before he goes, he wants to take a sandwich with him before he gets stuck in a
Aw.
ventilation
Oh yeah,
system.
sure.
All right. Can I see what kind of food first? I need to check to see just what kind of refreshments they have set aside. I know.
Fine.
Please, I need. What if I get stuck in the vent? I am going to die if I don't eat.
You'll be fine.
Can I just give him some of my rations?
All right. Well,
I
I just want to
take
see if
out-
there's any good food. Maybe there's some good stuff in there. All right.
I take
Alright.
out.
Did you want to
What are
look?
rations in our
Yeah.
realm?
It's like, is that like freeze dried?
Soylent.
It's like an MRE.
Okay.
What is in the
Sorry.
break room?
Meal ready to eat. Sorry, I realized people probably aren't familiar with
MREs are
that.
tasty. I like MREs.
Okay, so you guys do know.
Depends on which one it is.
Sausage and beans. It's pretty good MRE. I'm just saying.
Ziggy will certainly indulge Jameer in checking out the break room.
Thank you.
Right. So you guys will find a couple granola bars, some coffee powdered mix. There's no coffee pot left. It looks like the dwarves actually took it with them.
Jameer got some coffee powder.
Okay, we're ready to go. And Jameer just has like a bunch of powder on his face. Like coffee. Okay.
There's like a
Nice.
half-eaten ham and cheese sandwich, a few bottles of Evian, and some leftover soup that was left in there. It looks like it's
What's this fancy water drink?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm actually gonna eat the coffee powder. I'm gonna see if it gives me a boost. Do you think it'll? Yeah. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna rip open the package. What did we have here?
It's gonna be so dry in your mouth. It's like eating.
And he's gonna just
Yeah,
take
and
the
then
Evian,
some Evian.
swish it in his mouth, and then
He's gonna brew
Just
cold
look-
tea in his mouth because he doesn't
Yep.
have
Yeah.
a pot.
That's what Ziggy and Jameer are doing. Okay.
and then he looks
ready?
at Ziggy and says, "I'm ready to go."
Let's go.
All right. So
Ziggy hoists the halfling into the ducts.
As you
All
do
right.
that, I put away a pen I was getting out. I'm like, okay, not needed.
Yeah, I actually was lifting my hand up to cast like a prestidigious, and then I decided not to.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. All right. And then before he goes into the thing, he looks back at Felicity like, "If I don't come back, never forget me." And then he
I
climbs in.
Oh my god!
All right.
So cute.
All right. So he goes into the vent.
all right. So now that you're in there, it's going in two different directions. One's clearly back into the other room. The other end, you can actually hear some of the traffic from out front moving around.
Okay. So Jameer, before he actually goes in the one that leads back into the room, goes back, and he's like, "Oh!"
Other way.
And then he gets back in and he goes through the other one.
Okay. So in order to climb up the vent, you'll have to either roll a strength check to just straight up jump, or you can roll acrobatics to try to kind of hands and legs to either side and spider
Yeah.
your way up.
He's gonna use what Ziggy has taught him in the past
Okay.
and do acrobatics here.
Are you gonna
This
selfie
is
at the same
inside the
time?
vent, not getting into it.
You know what? We'll give you advantage for the coffee.
Oh, for the coffee too? Let's get it. Thank you. Sets it up. Yeah. Oof.
Damn, you didn't even need it, son.
Nope.
All right.
Nice.
You scramble up. You can see like a fan slowly circling up above the ventilation system. You kind of just grab it in the center and push. And this building is old enough that it's not really the most well maintained. The whole thing just kind of clatters onto the roof, and you've got access to the outside.
All right. So can I look outside and like see what part of outside am I looking at? Like as far as like
So
the
you're-
location of the building that we entered, and then like relative to.
Yep, you can see
I'm
the
seeing.
apartment building that you guys wound through. To your left, the road is directly in front of you, and you can see the skylights, the reinforced skylights behind you on the rooftop.
You
Okay.
better find another way to get us out of here. We are
Yeah.
not getting in another shaft together, Tempo.
Um,
No,
I know. Oh my
we played in
God.
another campaign,
I
and we
remember.
spent like a full episode
Literally.
in a fucking ventilation shaft.
I'm
Yep.
sure Felicity has a lot of experience with Jameers.
Not
Oh
yet.
my god.
Well, Jameer, can I like crawl back and let the rest of them, or I'll actually text, and I'll end up like taking a picture of outside, and I'll send it back to the group and say this is where the shaft leads. Shut up, EE.
It's just a picture, Felicity.
Just accidentally send it as a single text to Felicity and then realize that he should send it to the whole group.
This is where the shaft leads. Winky face.
Oh god.
Jameer, stop sending dick pics in the ventilation shaft.
Yeah.
What grenades do we have again?
So
Frag grenades are probably not going to be great.
yeah, frag.
You have two
I
fragmentation grenades and 2 stun grenades.
Stun, yeah.
Yeah,
Frag would work against structure.
Yeah,
It depends how the GM rolls it.
it might like collapse on us.
if I'm in it. Do you think?
If
Oh,
they're considering explosives, then Virgil's like, we should be careful about bombing buildings while there's a whole bombings scare going on, if we can avoid it. And is there a
Well-
way that Virgil could like attempt to hack like the conventional way with like his laptop instead of doing it mentally and still be able to do it?
Roll a perception check for me,
Okay.
or investigate, depending on how much you're
I
looking.
already rolled it. That was an 8, so
Um,
if it was investigation, it would have been an 11?
Hey.
11. Okay, so as you're going through the main conference room, you don't find anything in there. However, the cubicles in the next room, they do have ports available. You can, jack in through Ethernet.
Okay, I will try just normally hacking in the boring way.
Okay, you'll actually have
He
advantage.
sounds so disappointed.
I know, right?
Well, he can hack with his brain, and now he's got to plug a thing in and type on keys and stuff. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Nobody got time for that.
While he does that, I'm going to be dragging the refrigerator out from the break room.
Okay.
13.
Why
What
are you
is your
doing that?
plan?
Be something behind it.
Now, what are you planning to
13.
do with that?
That's not going to be enough to break back into the network, I'm afraid.
Virgil's very annoyed right now.
Can you, Ziki, well, so while Jameer is shimmying through, and after she's been told she's not allowed to send an explosive through immediately afterwards, and she gets a little disappointed, she goes and looks at the actual door,
Okay.
to the exit, and is there any sort of lock mechanism that is visible? Control
Yes, there
panel. anything?
is. So on your side, you see a biometric retinal scanner and a keypad next to it. There's also an analog lock on the actual lock mechanism itself.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Is the lock going to explode if I try and pick it?
That I can't make any promises for.
And
Ziggy.
Ziggy attempt to determine if it will. What?
Yeah. During this, can I like be heading like outside and
Well-
trying to go around?
If that's a
That's where we came
biometric
from.
lock,
Yes.
and we know that the dwarf who was speaking Virgil, can you disguise yourself as that dwarf?
Virgil's like,
I'm sure
Alexa,
it can,
I need
but
my powers in order
biometrics
to
are
continue.
biometric.
I suppose I could. I don't know if I could replicate to the point where a scanner would be able to identify me, but he transforms into. Here's the thing: he transforms. He's got a limitation on height, so I imagine he turns into the dwarf, but with really long legs.
Dwarves are actually medium-sized creatures,
But they're 4 to 5
you-
foot, and Virgil's like 6 something.
Like 6.
So you can only go
That's
down
okay,
a foot.
though. That's
So he's
still
got
okay.
2 extra feet of legs.
Yeah,
Not two
you're on
extra
like
feet,
the higher spectrum.
It's like
man.
6
you're
inches.
good.
It's not 2 foot.
High percentile. You got this, dude.
So,
I can shrink by a foot.
is this like Shadowrun rules where, like, does magic work on technology in this world?
It does.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you
So
could
you could
theoretically
replicate
replicate someone's
By
biometrics
Yeah.
with magic.
And Virgil, roll a history check to see if you remember him well enough to do so.
Okay. Oh, I'm
You
good at
did
history.
actually talk to him.
17.
All right. So, Virgil, as you lower your eyes down to the retinal scanner, next to it you see a little LED blink green, and you hear the magnetic lock release on the door.
Huh.
Wow.
Good thinking.
Uh-huh.
That was actually fairly easy. Let's go then. And I open the door.
All right.
Jameer's right there.
Jameer's like doing like Mission Impossible things, like avoiding like cameras and whatnot, getting back to where they are. And I would like to, you know, kind of approach the door to like where they'll be leaving from. Like super stealthy.
So that is the door that you now see swing open in front of you.
And smoke flood out.
Ah! That just knocks me
We're
over.
talking to at the table.
Oh, but he's looking. I'm like,
I
you're a lot taller
transform
in.
back pretty quickly after that.
So you seem to look a lot taller in person. And like as he draws his crossbow to point it at him.
It's me, Jameer. It's me.
Oh, can't be doing that. Was this some kind of a trick? Oh, so I see you've made it out.
Magic-proof biometric scanners. That's not secure at all.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a terrible system.
Yeah, he seemed to be bluffing a bit as well. I mean, that coffee was not that great either. I'm already coming down from it. So
I think that's what happens when you have it as a straight powder. It just
he still has like powder. He still has powder. Like he's just like.
Oh,
You have come here. Like takes one of his bandanas and just.
All right. Well,
how to by itself?
no,
Oh,
with the
Evian?
Evian.
Young.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Ad kicks in.
It wasn't amazing, but you know, it did give me the boost in order to get to the vent, which apparently did not matter at all. So, I guess we are going to be on our way.
Felicity is just like
Yeah. So when's that?
And he's like, I have returned. Mi amor.
Can I using my app summon the car to the front?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Because they're self-driving, so the car comes around. Just step in.
Okay. So where are we going now? Where is the
Arrow.
professor?
He's on his way to Arrow, the opening of the Hyperloop station. He's going to bomb it, apparently.
Oh, well,
Oh.
that seems very likely. Yes.
So fast.
Yes, fast.
Very fast.
Would you like
Think
to
we have
do the?
6 hours?
buckles her seatbelt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I make sure everyone's
Virgil,
buckled their seatbelts.
You're under the impression that you guys don't have that much time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go very fast.
Yeah, they said all business
Oh.
was going to be completed within 6 hours, and we
Six.
could leave then. So
They are stealing our job. Also, I don't entirely trust them. Why do they not let us help them with this? If
Yeah.
they're really on the levels, they would have wanted more clearly very expert people to work with them.
We are the best. You know, I just don't understand. There must be something fishy about this, but
Virgil,
know.
green lights,
Mhm.
please.
all right.
Ziggy,
I have a feeling
Yes.
that we're gonna have a trap.
your
Hmm.
phone starts to buzz in your pocket.
Mm. What does the elephant say now?
You would recognize it as the number of. Wow, the name just disappeared.
Bob.
No, the inspector.
Mm.
What is her name?
Ruby? Ruby.
Yes, Ruby.
Oh, it's a phone. It's a call. Ziggy gets confused for a moment, and she's just sort of waiting for the text to come in, and it's like, oh.
Oh, does Ziggy have like phone anxiety? Like she doesn't like answering calls?
No, answering a call isn't sneaky because they can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't answer calls like when you're sneaking around a building. So she's sort of, hello. Bonjour.
Hi, Ziggy.
Ça va? Yeah.
This is the inspector.
Yes.
We've just located Professor Morton's convoy. He's got about 10 tractor trailer trucks heading for a row.
Hello? Yes, yes.
How did you know?
So Tiso is has some feelings about this particular event.
Tiso?
Yes.
Damn. All right. Listen. The last train from the Hyperloop is going to be leaving in 10 minutes. Can you guys make it to the Paris Hyperloop station in time?
Can we make it to the Paris Hyperloop station in 10 minutes? Makes us 7
flip
minutes.
down like the front console and press a big red button.
What does said big red button
And then
do?
you roll a 1.
I may
and
have had
go
like
very slow.
a small petrol engine put in to also boost the electric engine with a with a NOS system. It takes up like half the boot because I also have a front boot as well. We've got plenty of space for storage still, so I don't need it. So yeah, sure. Okay, do I get green lights?
Virgil, roll hacking for me.
All right.
Do better, do better, do better.
Hack better.
16.
16 is way better than 6.
Is a lot
You've
better.
got green lights.
Let's go.
Do I have advantage then on this test?
Yes, absolutely.
21.
Advantage when you roll
Didn't even matter.
We are coming very quickly.
The
The GPS is telling you that it's going to take about 15 minutes to get there. However, you're pretty certain you can make it in 8.
Well, GPS says if we take the road, it'll take 21 minutes, but, and I like handbrake turn into an alleyway and start drifting through an alleyway.
You drive like I run.
I can see the charm in that. Oh, careful, there's a restaurant coming up. I go like through like the open glass portion of a restaurant out the other side.
Oh boy.
So, Ruby, what should we do when we get on the Hyperloop train?
The security forces have 2 of the cars reserved for us. It's at the back of the train. There's still room in the last car. Just get here. I'll get you through the actual security.
Okay, we'll see you very soon.
All right.
You say goodbye in French.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Désolé would be like, I'll see you later.
So we are going to get on the train, the Hyperloop train, and then I think we are going to do something. Probably punch someone.
That's not really my style.
Does anyone need ammo?
Fine. Fireball at them.
I open the front glove box and just ammo just pours out of it.
Janelle like takes one of the ammos or one of the bullets and tries to like
Load it in a
crossbow. And it's like doesn't look like it is.
And we're going so fast that there's like now bullets like flying.
Yeah, they're spilling everywhere.
They're all
over the
underfoot now.
field.
Oh no.
I shall be.
All the
I
pockets
shall
and
be
stuff.
okay.
At one point, would it go on to like the pavement to just dodge around some traffic?
Ooh. You got like the Inspector Gadget wheels too that can like go up.
They costed extra.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm guessing Virgil's probably running shotgun with you. You can actually see the ETA ticking down as you guys get closer and closer, and you're able to make it with about 1.5 minutes to spare. So you guys are now out front of the Hyperloop station. The last time you were here was when you had attended the rally with the Big D. Now, however, all you see is the big chrome structure in the background, and the main entrance is actually open for service.
So, question. We need to get here fast, right? Like, really fast, and this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I drive the car in to the station?
Do it.
Yes.
This is what we call carcore.
Carcore.
I love it.
That's amazing.
Do it.
Okay.
Green light.
Do I get any bonuses to green lights for this? Because I don't know if the traffic light's going to matter for this test.
No,
There are no green lights. It's a station.
It's the station.
21. I'm going to go straight in. I like ramp over like a nearby like loader truck to just jump over the barricade and land the other side.
Is your die like stuck? It just keeps rolling 15.
I'm happy. I'm keeping it.
You tear across the plaza out in front. They've actually erected a very nice fountain. You manage to not do any damage to it or run over any of the pedestrians on the way. However, everyone is screaming at this point and diving out of the way.
Yeah. Jimmy's like, everyone out! Like,
the main entrance has 2 automatic sets of doors. Fortunately, one of the guards see you guys coming, and they go and fling the doors open to prevent any damage to the structure. And you guys come skidding to a stop inside of the grand lobby.
That's awesome.
Okay, everybody out fast.
I get everyone out of the car.
Plus, he's like holding the side.
Then I lock it. And I make sure it's locked. Like, I check the door as well. It's locked. Okay.
Yep. You get the double beeps.
It's like, yep, yeah, it's locked. Okay. And then I continue with the group.
Ziggy will look for Ruby.
She is storming across the lobby towards you guys.
We got here very fast.
hey, Ruby, how are you?
Bonjour.
Hello.
You people are insane.
Well,
But
we are
Wait.
adventures after all.
Yeah, here are we not? Did you not tell
Didn't
us?
I tell you guys to not make any more trouble?
I believe you
we
said
would be in a lot
fast.
more trouble if we weren't here in time. So, please, Ruby, please.
Just come with me. And she'll lead you guys through. The ticketers actually let you through the little roundabout gates that they have going in, and she leads you down a long stairwell into the underground, and you guys see a large tube in front of you with a long compartment that's been like lifted up by like almost like a crane mechanism, and inside of it there's actually a cylindrical set of train cars that they actually have seats in them, but they're leaned way far back. And she points you guys to the last car. There are just enough seats left for you guys to fit in.
And what do you want us to do in there?
Just try not to blow anything up or crash something. I don't know. Don't pull the emergency brake, please. We're going to be going a couple 100 miles an hour.
That's nothing unusual.
It'll
Alright.
take us about 40 minutes to get there. Just
Don't worry, Ruby. Please, you can trust us, as you always have.
I have never blown up an hyperloop train before.
Very specifically, not a train.
she just
She's never been on
facepalms-
one before.
Ruby face palms so hard
Mhm.
and goes, "That's great, I guess. I'm going to my seat." And she turns and walks away from you guys.
Right.
I'll follow.
And Jameer jumps into the, I don't know, I'll say jump into the back seat.
Everything about this is, it's plush, but in a Spartan kind of way. Everything's pretty minimalistic. They do have like little containers that you can put food and drink in, but there's a sign that says, "Please, no eating or drinking while Hyperloop is in motion."
What?
Because you would probably choke.
You have to eat very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta eat as fast as you're going.
So, for those of you who don't know, what you're going to experience is the compartment's going to close up on top of you. Like basically, the left side of the compartment is just going to wing down like a bay wing door, and then the top of the tube is going to be replaced. you guys hear this high wheezing noise as all of the air is sucked out of the tube itself to create a vacuum that allow you guys to move at very high speeds with little to no friction.
Kakor.
At this
Hardcore,
point,
indeed.
you can
Hardcore.
feel the Hyperloop lurch, and you just feel yourselves lean back further into your seats.
Oh
And,
boy.
like, you can feel the speed this thing going nuts.
Ooh. This is like the thing where it like makes your mouth go like this
No, it's not that bad.
because it's at least enclosed.
You guys are in a vacuum, so you can tell that you're moving at quite an incredible speed, but it's not going to feel. You're not going to feel the wind resistance.
Okay.
inside of the,
Virgil is just like mumbling along, like, it's strange how technology works. The pneumatic tube was invented hundreds of years ago, and now, and then like we see accelerate, so I say, oh,
Yes, Virgil, that's very interesting.
Yes, Oxford, you should probably look to put whatever is in this into your car as well to reach new heights and
If I
speeds.
could have fit my car in the tube, I probably would. The GM would probably not allow it, though.
I think Ziggy's going to use this time to recover that one key point she has lost, which
Hey.
she's meditating.
Can you?
Yeah, sure.
She's the only calm one.
Yeah, I'll allow you guys to take a short rest. Inside of this.
All right.
Wish I brought my flask.
So as the Hyperloop exits the city, the it's not a canal really, but the tube that the Hyperloop is moving through, they begin to have sections of it where you can clearly see outside, but you're moving at such a high speed that you can only really see the flicker of the non-translucent parts going by. So it looks almost like an old-timey movie where you're just watching a slideshow of what's going on outside the Hyperloop. So you guys can actually see the French countryside passing you by. Probably about half an hour to 35 minutes later, you can, in the distance, begin to see the Pyrenees rising up ahead of you as you reach the border of France. And on the right-hand side, you have a clear view of the highway leading into the city. And you pass by quite a few large, white, unmarked tractor trailers heading towards the city as well. Ziggy, you would actually recognize them as the ones that you guys had seen leaving the industrial complex.
Ziggy pauses in her meditation and just sort of points at them. I guess back to it.
Oh,
well, at least we'll be arriving before them.
Are we going to need to intercept them before they get there?
This is probably like
Possibly.
a one-way. This is like we can't really
Well,
deviate
Hope
from
the
where it
baby
goes,
Tizu
right?
could do that. I mean, a few spike strips.
Dude, I'm gonna call up the Harpers.
Okay. A contact at the organization picks up on the other line. Hello?
Hi, it's Oxford. I don't suppose we could bend. Get access to a car, similar to the company car that I have in Paris at the moment, down past the Pyrenees.
Past the Pyrenees? Where exactly? What town?
Ario?
Let me see here. Yes, we do have a vehicle available. However, it is located up at the overlook section of the reservoir, just outside of town. I can have it redirected in your direction if you'd prefer.
That would be great, thank you.
Okay, what? You're moving quite fast. Where are you on the new Hyperloop?
Yes? It's very loud.
Amazing. Okay. Well, we can redirect it to the station for you then.
Thank you. Also, if you have anything for taking out tractor trailers.
Tractor trailers. Let's see.
Spike strips, rocket launcher, large amounts of explosives, which I'm sure that one of my colleagues is not at all used to.
The the inventory on the vehicle doesn't have anything listed in the way of munitions. Looks like this was for touring.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. So as you guys take the last bend into the Hyperloop station, you guys do return underground, so you are going to lose sight of the trucks, and you can feel the tube start to come to a halt. And it's not enough to like lift you out of the seats, but you can definitely tell that you're stopping in a hurried manner. It's not uncomfortable, but
Yep. Scared.
So is it going to be like a fancy system where like the seats turn around so they can decelerate quicker?
no, that's kind of why they leaned it back, so that you can use your feet to brace yourself. Right. So you guys arrive at the station. Hatch pops. What would you like to do?
I would like to
Throw up.
reload my guns.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I had them unloaded for the acceleration, just in case. I don't want them accidentally going off in a hyperloop, which is a vacuum chamber. That would be bad.
That would be very bad.
Yeah. Just imagine
Figure out
think of that,
whatever road all those tractor trailers were coming from and try and intercept them, because I feel like taking down a bunch of cars full of explosive zombie people in the middle of nowhere is a better plan than in the middle of a city.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
For sure.
Do we know which direction they're coming from?
They are coming from the east, and if you guys cracked open Google Maps or something, you'll actually see a road leading into the city from the east. It enters on the southern end of town.
If we
And
know that
the
that's the
main
road they're going
thoroughfare
to come
exits.
on, do you think that we could get Ruby to kind of
Set up.
Block.
that
Blockade?
off?
Could you set up something? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would
Okay.
like to make the tar really hot.
Oh, like on the road?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to heat it up.
They melt
Ooh.
probably quite easily.
So from where you guys are, if you just booked it toward the town, it would probably take you about 2 minutes to hit the highway that you saw the trucks coming in on.
Like on foot or by car?
By car.
By car.
Okay.
It's like, if we by foot,
Yeah.
we're right there.
I mean, if
But,
we can get some sort of blockade further up at least, so that people aren't getting hurt.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
there
what I
are
was-
other cars on the highway, right? Like this is like just a.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's the bend going into town. That's
Mhm.
how long it would take you to get there from the Hyperloop station.
Okay.
We probably want to get slightly further down if we can to stop the trucks.
Okay.
Ziggy will probably turn to Oxford and make the suggestion. If you can say drive near them, I can get on them and then stop them. Because they're trailers, right? So they have like a mount. So we can
Yeah, they would have
unhitch it.
yeah.
That would work. Alternatively, you could drop a frag grenade in.
I think a grenade plus more explosives is potentially problematic combination, but I'm not opposed to trying it.
If we want to block the road, it might be easier just to borrow a lorry of some kind.
When are we?
Are we working with like the Interpol peeps? Like the
Yeah,
Yeah, you've got
we can
the.
text Ruby and see what she says.
Yeah, because is it Ruby in the cart with us?
Oh.
Maybe not
Yeah.
the same one as us, but
She's not in the same car, but like as you guys pile out, she's in the one directly in front of you. So you can talk to her now if you want.
Yeah.
What was the
Rube,
plan?
Rube, Rube, Rube!
So we can get out to the car and be ready to go.
Jameer.
Yeah, you like arm grab her as we're
Yeah.
walking onto the car. Okay, so we saw where the trucks are coming in. We know where they are going to attack. You need to set up a blockade to stop people coming and going on this road so that we can stop the trucks full of the explosive people.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Son.
What road are they coming in on?
Ping the
The
Google
ones
Maps
of-
across.
They, like,
This
and
describes
the
the
highway.
data.
The highway.
The breeze. Yeah.
Just get a couple of
Okay.
HGVs, shoot out the tires, and just dump them on the road.
Well,
I think she
unfortunately,
knows
we
how to
don't
do
have
our
any
job.
sea carriers with us, so why don't we we'll get the local forces involved.
Commercial lorries should be heavy enough.
Right, and she's going to make a few phone calls.
But if you have a helicopter with a missile system,
She gives Jameer a very
never mind.
Well,
Just-
I
think a
am
lorry would be okay.
trained and
That
fully
might
up to
not
date
be
on all military vehicles.
Best idea.
Yeah,
I
this
mean-
might.
They are carrying explosives.
Yeah, may not be the best idea.
She looks over at Felicity and just mouths, "Thank you."
I wasn't.
Oh, our car's here.
Aha.
Step out front.
Let's not waste
It's
any time.
exactly the same car.
I'm gonna need a bit of time, so we best hurry up and get that blockade going.
Okay.
Okay, so ahead of them, not intercept them.
All right.
Yes.
What do you guys think is best?
Well, it's either that or we split the party.
Give me
Ooh.
another vehicles check, Oxford, because you're gonna have to.
Okay,
really
are we doing green light?
This is
This,
a
this
straight
doesn't
shot.
have it, does it? Yeah.
There's not gonna be any.
Okay.
Well,
17.
Okay. So you guys pull up to the side of the highway. Looks clear on both sides so far. So what's the plan? Felicity's gonna try heating up the asphalt.
I think that's a good start.
mhm.
What are you gonna be using to do that?
So I have Hellish Rebuke, and I also have obviously Firebolt. So I
Yeah,
could
I don't-
use either of those.
I don't
depending
see
what
why that
you
wouldn't work. Fireball should be fine because that's a cantrip, so you can just keep using it over and over again.
Yeah.
Let's
How many would you like me to make?
see, 5 feet. So we'll say it'll take 4 to go across. So we'll use 8 firebolts just in quick succession. You just kind of unleash a volley of
Normal
them.
rolls?
Oh, you're not going to need to roll for it. Like
Oh,
you're
okay.
you're standing in front of the road. It's
Wow.
basically
Just gonna heat it up.
You're hitting the
not
road.
moving enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Roll
I
hit
had,
road.
like, my my hand is out, and like this like flame that's printed in her hand comes out, and like she just keeps forming fireballs nonstop and kind of like sprays the ground and like moves forward.
With any luck, if we can jackknife the front one or knock it over or something, it'll stop all the others as well.
Yes, perhaps I can get in a position as well to at least try to aim at some of the tires, or.
If
In
they
which-
want to get into like a position,
Mhm,
I mean, Ziggy's not going to be useful until they're anywhere close to her.
mhm.
So, short of her running to try and intercept moving vehicles, not that she's opposed to it, it would be probably helpful for her to get closer to them.
Is there a flyover back down the route they're coming from?
An overpass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Excellent.
fly
What's
over a drone?
Yeah, I was wondering.
Is there an
too, yeah.
overpass?
An
No.
overpass.
No, they're like heading up into the mountains. So the road is just like a slowly sloping up until
Are there any good like
Basically,
outcroppings
until it
of
reaches
land or
nowhere.
rock that would allow us to drive off?
Yeah,
and
I'm sorry.
onto
Did you
one
see
of the
they're heading
lorries?
up a mountain like switchbacks?
not at this point. So a row is at the base of the mountain. As the main highway leaves through the north end of the city, there are a ton of switchbacks heading up to there's like a national park, there's a dam with a reservoir up in that direction, but down at this point it's more of like a slowly gently rising hill.
So what you're saying is
So they're going uphill though.
they're going
Yes,
uphill.
they are.
So if
Okay.
we were to be on one of the switchbacks above them and wait for them to go past, we could maybe drive and try and land the car on top of the lead lorry.
There aren't switchbacks that they're going.
Oh.
They're just going like uphill.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it would be on the exit side heading north of town.
it's very, very
Yeah, that
jumping
would've
off of
been-
it.
I wanted to land a car
Well,
on
that's
top of a
clever.
bigger
On
vehicle.
top.
Yes.
The thing is that there's a difference between trying and succeeding with that.
I know.
Mhm.
I'd get the Virgil to do the calculations
Mhm,
beforehand.
you don't want your membership
and-
revoked either.
I imagine
Yeah.
that we want to be positioned like on a slip road onto the motorway so that we can quickly like set off if we need to, if any of them get away, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we could be within 30 feet, that'd be neat, because then I could like mage hand to unhitch the trailers, maybe.
It's probably gonna be
Yeah.
terrible.
Well,
I
the
can help
idea.
with that.
I mean,
I
the ground is gonna slow them down. If I can shoot
Yeah.
if I can shoot any of the tires, that'll slow it down a bit. It might decrease the stability, but I mean, it'll give us a bit more time than it coming in full speed.
Can you link Mage Hand for me? I
Yeah.
forget how much force that thing has. That it,
I'm not
Not
sure
much
exactly
force.
what
It's
10
kind of like
pounds.
strength. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I cast it in the chat or not.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
We both posted it in chat.
I'm hoping there's like a just a
See how
lever
this
or a
works.
switch or something that I just need to flick, and then it's like now it's gonna
It
disconnect
could
the main
probably
thing.
unhitch your brake cable. I'm just saying.
I have unseen servant too, so I could do that. I'm not sure if that would be the better option.
Unseen Servant's like strength 1 or something.
I think
isn't
that's
it?
even less because it's a
Yeah.
strength.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not very strong.
Yeah, that
You could
that
get the
is-
Unseen Servant to carry a grenade, though.
Actually,
Just
just
saying.
hold a grenade
Do-
until
Virgil, I don't know that your characters had to deal with this up until this point, but pretty much every car at this point is also self-driving.
Mage
as
hand
lo-
says you
as
can
well as also
manipulate
being-
an object.
Steering wheel? I don't know.
Yeah, but it only has about 10 pounds worth of force.
Open and unlock door or container. I feel like you could unlatch something.
Normally, you
Another
put a lot
option
of
the
force
Virgil
into those because
suggests
they're
is the-
deliberately stiff to not accidentally unhitch. Brake cables,
Like-
though, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's true.
So, self-driving cars, are they using like visual? Basically, will the sensors on a self-driving car be tricked by a minor illusion in the middle of the road? If I'm just like, hey, I'm just going to put a 5 foot by 5 foot roadblock here. Deal with this.
Just
I mean,
a
if
lot
magic
of
works
prams
on
with baby.
technology.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think that's fair.
Okay.
We're
I think
just
that's
gonna
a
make
fair
a
assumption.
road of traps, like
Yeah,
car,
right?
car trap.
Maybe
Invisible.
backup plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a
Make
lot.
sure we succeed.
So if Oxford and Ziggy can get slightly further down the road, so when they get past them, they can speed up the car alongside them when they hit before they hit the traps to try and get some of
Yeah.
them. Because Ziggy's gonna try and drop a frag grenade in at least one of them, and then she's gonna need a car to get her out of there.
Well, remember the road is gonna be
Is there any
Could
like?
we use-
pretty hot.
Could we use Mage Hand to drop a grenade? Wait, we don't want to blow these up. There's explosives inside these.
Yeah, but
traps.
do you
Cool,
want like a
stop-
horde
stopping
of
them
10
fine.
trailers worth of bombies running around the countryside?
No, not
We
really.
could knock them
The
over and
hope
then run away and then
is-
blow them.
Is if you jump on, drop a grenade, jump off, run really fast, the grenade goes off, and all of the explosives go off and take out several more of the
And you-
bombies.
you do
and we
that
get
in
a
the
chain
lead truck.
reaction.
You do that in the
Wait.
lead truck. At minimum, it's going to block the road.
Virgil and I could both do that with our Mage Hands then, if we can drop a grenade with our Mage Hand.
Okay, so I
think that's
need
fair.
Felicity,
It does
Virgil,
depend on how
Ziggy.
the entrant, do they have a door or anything like that? Because I'm imagining Ziggy's not going to be able to just like look in an open roof.
Yeah.
She's gonna
I
have
remember Jameer has one
Can't
as
you
well.
just
so-
can't we just like
I
sticky
can-
grenade it on top? Like, let's find something like. Too bad we don't have a slime druid.
You guys totally have duct
Stick it-
tape, though.
We've
Oh,
got
you
duct
have
tape.
duct tape.
Ooh,
We can
hard
duct
now.
tape it onto the top of the
oh.
car.
How armored are cars though?
Oxford gets his
I mean,
spare
this
sets
is
of
like a
socks.
tractor trailer.
I get my spare sets of socks out of the boot of the car, and I'm gonna cover them in engine oil. It's what you did in the Second World War to
Okay.
make sticky grenades. They covered
Yeah.
socks in engine oil.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
did.
sticky grenade. Done.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. Plan, are we all ready to go?
Also, are we getting expenses because I might wreck this car?
Yeah, this car is so done.
Well,
That's
that
pretty
belongs to Harper, so that is up to you and your
Well,
affiliate.
this is gonna be fun.
You were
Okay.
instructed. not to
Okay.
wreck
This is
your
a
last-
ridiculous plan, but
Yes.
I'm all for it.
Everybody in position.
Okay, so we have a minor illusion thing. We have a melted bit of tarmac in front of it. We could put a smoke grenade at like a switchback, not a switchback, like a kink in the road, so that it smokes and they can't see, and then they go off the road, if we need to.
Don't we want them to go into the tar
We want
pit?
them to stay on the road to start with.
Okay.
We might want to save the smoke grenade in case we need to like.
If we pull ahead and then we can smoke and then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, how many frag grenades do we have between us? I have one.
I have Ziggy has one.
I think I have 2. So
We could put one in the middle of the rows.
I think
and put
we
it on a
had 2
tripwire?
frag and 2 stun.
And how many
frag.
like how many things are actually connected to this trailer? Like how many in succession? Like this whole convoy.
Oh, altogether you saw 12 trailers.
12. Okay.
But each one of them had an individual cab. So 1 unit to 1 trailer. So there's
So
12.
you divide the 12 by like 4 or
So we could at least mess up
by
the first,
2.
the front ones.
Because like, well,
I
you
think
would
we only
do
have
the
2
front one.
frag grenades.
We only have 2 frag grenades. So if you do,
I've got one.
Yeah, I do not have one. I have stun grenade and 3 smoke.
You took one of each, and then
concussion.
Oscar took the other frag, and Jameer took the other stun.
We could put one in
Yeah.
the road on a tripwire. If we fail to stop them, then the tripwire will get the first one, hopefully block the road.
No, like there's explosives inside of the cars. So if we have like one of the cars in the middle, so if you think like 2 on 2 sides, right? So you, the one in the middle, you put the grenade in that, and then it explodes, and it should.
Wait. How wide
potentially
are they
go out.
traveling? How wide are they traveling?
They're like connected, right? It's like a
No,
No, each
tractor
unit is a separate
pulling-
cab. Each one's a
Each,
separate
each
cab.
unit to a trailer.
It's a truck with a cab,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's 12 of them.
and then a separate truck with a separate cab. So
Yeah.
how close are they driving together?
We probably just want to blow up the cab anyway, so we don't blow up the whole thing. We are going to be within 30 feet because that's the range of Mage Hand.
We can. I can drive the car fast, and you can hold the action as we go past to drop it. So we should be out of the out of the blast radius.
Crazy.
Yeah,
The
it's gonna
truck will-
be.
right. So
This is
right, we'll be next to the truck. The truck will arrive, and we'll just like hold the grenade in front of it, so it just goes, and then it's going to keep driving for 5 seconds before it goes off. So
And if we need to, I can swing left, take us off the road, and down. We'll be out of the blast radius, hopefully, if we do that. Because if we're going forwards, they're going to be coming forwards. We could hit the brakes and go behind them.
I mean, Ziggy's plan is to just jump off the back.
She's like,
That'll work.
She's gonna bail out backwards and stop, drop, and roll that way. They keep driving forward.
And this is why Ziggy keeps ending up in the hospital.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm going to make
but
sure all the
also I
windows are
remember all
down.
my abilities, like slow fall.
for the
Yeah.
team.
Okay, all the windows in the car are down and the sunroof is open for Ziggy entry and exit points.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, are we good?
Okay,
so.
let's
I believe.
reiterate.
Okay, let us
Fine, good.
go through the plan.
Okay,
But I mean, I'm all for improvising too. But this seems like okay.
we have a lot of trucks and trailers to break up. We have sticky ground with a illusion. We are hoping we'll stop some of them, so then we can take those ones out with the car, the wheels. Jameer, you are on shooting the wheels out. Oxford, you are going to drive us to be in line with this group. I will jump out. I will put a grenade in a central vehicle and hope to cause some sort of chain reaction to take care of several of these. And Virgil, you are going to smack one into the front of a vehicle, perhaps the front of the convoy, to stop as many of them as possible.
Yeah, this is like backup plan, right? If we don't manage to block up the road with the initial like
The first one, like
stuff.
falling over.
Well, yes,
gonna do
we
it anyway.
You'd have to
We're gonna do
start
as
with
much
the
as we
illusion.
can.
If you don't start with the illusion, then you'll lose concentration on it as soon as we leave the area. So,
Yeah, well, the illusion's going to be in place as well in front of the sticky ground, and then after that, when the illusion's cancelled, I guess I set up the.
You probably want to put the illusion behind the sticky ground, so they
stop into the sticky
Yeah.
ground.
Have to
So-
go
like two
into the
reasons
sticky.
to stop.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. They'll have to swerve. Yeah. Okay.
Do we want to, if they try and do
And
that,
it'll
we
be
could put a
hard for them to
grenade.
swerve because it'll be all like smushy.
Yeah, we could put a grenade in that sticky ground, and then you could just pull it as they go over it if they slow down. Hits the underside of the cab.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, I go over and I like stick a pen into the sticky tarmac. And
Okay.
can I try and set it up with like a little tripwire to like?
I can
if
even
they
I can
go
even
over
shoot it. I don't know if how good I've. Can I shoot a pen though?
Jameer is that good.
Pretty good.
You can set up.
Really wishing I'd taken that luck feat right now.
Yeah, I got one.
Yay, lucky.
So, would that be a survival roll or a something else, a stealth roll?
I would usually say thieves' tools. So if somebody wants to give him a hand with that,
Yes.
I know you
Jameer.
have a few people.
Jameer.
Set this up.
Oh, okay.
Or does Jameer want to?
Yes, I said perhaps you can use and he's like reaching through his bag. A pair of these.
Oh, if you want to set that up, I'm going to go and sort of disguise our car with
Ooh,
branches.
Okay.
Ziki just walks up and starts setting
And
it
does it.
alarmingly well.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She manages to set it up without blowing herself up.
Nice.
What?
Good on you.
Okay, I'll take the frag grenade off my... how do I disguise the car? Stealth roll?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to
disguise
put, like, branches and stuff from trees behind it so that they can't see it coming up the road towards us.
Do you have a disguise kit? Or does anybody have a disguise kit?
No.
Actually,
do.
I know Felicity might,
I do.
but yep.
Yeah, I do.
yeah, well, you can use that to try to camouflage the vehicle.
Okay. I will try. Let's see how it goes.
I'm imagining like Roadrunner style, just like with a paintbrush and all this camo.
Okay.
The camo paint tin.
I think you've done a pretty good job hiding a vehicle in plain sight.
With the disguise kit that's normally designed for people?
Yeah, we put lipstick on the back, just says this is not a vehicle.
Yep.
It's not perfect, but I mean, this is not my expertise. I'm not a car detailer.
I believe it should be good enough. I couldn't tell if it was a car.
On that note, Ziggy, I believe
I grabbed some tar and I put leaves on the
I stop her.
on the outside
No,
of the car.
no. You're not allowed to sticky stuff on the car. No.
Too late. That's what's happening. Your car looks like
This
a
isn't
giant
even
bush.
yours.
Your car looks like a
Ziggy.
bush.
you hear the noise of vehicles approaching from the east.
They're coming.
Everyone
Here we
in
go.
position.
Ziki's like halfway out of the sunroof already.
I'm
Yeah.
still like putting flame all over the ground, like
Okay.
trying to get as much of the ground of the pavement. heated up
I'm
as possible.
readying 6 pistols.
'Cause I don't think I'm going in the car with you guys, right?
No, I think the car is
I think
just
I'm just gonna
Oxford
keep trying
and
to-
Ziggy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to tile it, and Virgil, because Virgil has to put the other
Mhm.
sticky grenade
I
on.
I
guess
think
yeah,
you needed
fine.
to save for the illusion.
Oh, okay.
Because we put the last grenade like in the ground in front of the illusion. Just
So,
to
Yeah.
explode.
And the
First-
thieves' tools set it up to trip.
what
Mhm.
is your 5-foot cubed illusion going to be?
I think it's just gonna look like a random construction like roadblock thing.
No, they'll go
That
straight
is like
through
it's a
it.
construction worker.
Prams
Yeah,
with
he's like a
babies.
person.
Just
Prams
like,
with babies.
No,
5 prams with babies.
It looks like
there's not
Jameer.
a person in there. It's a vehicle, but just like giant solid concrete.
Okay,
one of
like
those-
a shipping container
Like a
then.
barrier. Okay.
I can't make a shipping container. It's 5 foot cubed. I think.
You could
Maybe-
make the
Yeah.
back of a shipping container.
Yeah.
We can stick leaves on the front of the car. It'll
Like,
look
there's
great.
no reason this has to work in 3 dimensions. This is like a Roadrunner trap. It only
Yeah.
needs to work for one direction.
It's just like a smiling Jameer. You can do it. I'm 4
They
foot.
have the
two.
blockade, the
big-
road blockades. You can make it just
Yeah.
look like one of those road blockades.
Yeah, it
that's
has
fair.
to be enough
yeah,
that it would
it's
stop
a
a
road-
moving
it's a
lorry.
roadblock.
Like
Do
that.
you
And it
want
looked like a
me-
tunnel.
Do you want me to make another illusion?
2 shipping containers.
You each
would've
make
been able to
half of
make
the
it.
shipping container.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Bentham.
It's a normal looking roadblock because that makes sense.
Yeah.
They'll go
Okay.
straight through that. They're not going to care about a normal looking roadblock. It's going to
No.
be big.
No, it's in like a concrete one. Like if you hit this, your
Yeah,
your
like the
truck will
the
just
normal
fold around
blockades
it.
that are on the
Okay.
roads that you're not
Yeah,
supposed
no,
to
I
go
get
on.
what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like a divider.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the midway dividers between.
Sure.
They're not great at stopping heavily laden HUVs, but maybe it'll work.
Yeah, well, for some reason
Have you
this
ever
one looks
driven
like it's
into one?
5 feet deep as well. So
It's got like those
It's an
anti-tank spikes on
illusion.
it.
All right,
Yep.
Ziggy.
Just
so
say like
you're-
it has a 5 foot like in permanent marker or like spray paint on it. Like this is 5 feet. Like just write 5 feet on it.
Ziggy's keen elven eyes see 2 trucks pull across the crest of the hill coming up towards you guys. And the first one goes straight up to the illusion, the little roadblock that Virgil has set up, and its emergency awareness system kicks in. It manages to screech almost on like just the one left side of wheels around the barrier.
Wait, if it got to the barrier, isn't the barrier behind
The sticky
the
tarmac,
cars?
which will change
Cars
how it.
first.
No,
and
you
also
guys
the
put
grenade.
the image in front of it.
No, we put it
No, we
behind.
put it
Yeah,
behind.
behind
We
it.
decided to after.
Yeah.
Because we
Oh,
need them
okay.
to like get
We had
sticky as
changed
they
it, we
try and
changed it.
like as they
It's
try
like
and
a-
slow down, they're gonna go through the sticky tarmac, which will stop them from slowing. And then the grenades in there, so they hit grenade as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then the blockades are at the end.
you
They'll give
can
us the time.
you can see the truck, like the cab, just clearly dip into the semi-solid asphalt, and all of the wheels begin to spin pretty ineffectively. It rolls over the tripwire, and as it sees the illusion, it tries to pull to one side. The grenade goes off. You see the cab jackknife and start to roll. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
As it does so, the trailer unhitches and begins to roll off the side and just goes end over end off onto the side of the road, and the whole thing just erupts into a massive fireball. The
One down.
One down.
cab following behind also drops down into the asphalt, screeches around the illusion roadblock that you had set up, and the front end jackknifes as it tries to right itself. The truck isn't quite agile enough to recover, and it grinds to a halt in front of you guys.
Burning rubber.
I shoot the driver.
Or is there still a
Automatic.
way that Trix could get
There
through?
is no driver.
Just no driver.
Automatic.
It's running
Oh,
automatic.
okay, I thought
Yep.
I might have a drive secondary just in case. Okay.
So is there a way for Trix to still get through, or is the roadblock now?
I'm sorry?
Can Trux still get through the ones further back, or have we successfully like jackknifed it sideways so it's stopping anything from passing?
So you guys see these two trucks? You don't notice any other ones.
I thought you
Okay,
said
so
there was
like-
supposed to be 12 of them.
Where's the next off ramp
Where's the other
down this
10?
road? Get in
Yeah.
the car. I'm gonna drive straight away as soon as everyone gets in the car, back down where they came from.
Okay.
Damn it!
They took an off ramp. Where is the last off ramp on this road?
Off ramp is about 2 miles down the road from where you're at.
In which
Well,
case,
we need to take care of the one that's here, though. There's still one more car that wasn't exploded. There's bombies in there.
Damn it!
All right. Well,
Because it's sort of like chucking Eldritch blasts at it in the hope that I can like.
yeah.
as we
What's the
drive
thing?
past, can we just do a drive by and just shoot their explosives?
I was thinking like
I
Well,
mean,
as it grinds to a halt, you do see the back end unlatch, and as it opens up, you see a group of about 20 to 30 bombies in the back of this trailer. And one by one, they start to hop down onto the road.
oh,
I'm gonna throw a fireball.
How far away are we?
Fireball.
You guys are probably, well, you had to be within 30 feet for the illusion, so
Go
you're
for it.
probably about 50, 60 feet away at this point.
Would we know vaguely how far the blast would be from 30 bombies?
From experience, you would guess about 30 feet.
ooh.
Okay, in which case, I'm going to get in the car, I'm going to rev it up and move to like 100 feet away and ask everyone to get in.
Okay. Felicity, that is enough to hit one of these guys. Go ahead and make
What?
a damage. They have like no AC.
Oh,
Oh my god.
4 damage? Okay. So you hang on. Let me roll something.
Oh, fire damage, yep.
mercy.
Oh no.
What's
I'm
so
100 foot away at
you-
least.
I want to know.
You watch one of
Elsa.
the bombies aren't very good at walking. So as they're walking back toward the end of the trailer and they start to hop down, it's really more of like a not so graceful fall off the back of the thing. You manage to catch one as it's leaning over the edge, And instead of just landing on his feet awkwardly, he lands on his back. You see the device that is normally like paracorded to their neck skitter across the roadway. The Bombi begins to push himself back up and explodes. And it's just one huge chain reaction. You can see the entire trailer go up in a fireball.
Ooh.
One right after the other.
Oh
Whoa.
my God.
Effective.
Very super effective.
Let's go.
And
Oxford.
I like run and jump into Oxford's car as he's like, get in.
Yeah,
Jimmy like
do
looks at his
sexual
crossbow,
locking at the
realizing he didn't
doorstep.
even need it yet, and he's just like, oh, okay, and follows.
I'm gonna drive the shortest route, even if it means going off the edge of the road. And I'm gonna drive past the other trailer. And as we go past, Felicity, can you deal with those Bombis as they try and get out of there?
I'll see what
But
happens.
they're all dead now, right?
Oh yeah, both trailers have gone up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
There's
both
the
It was
trailers.
like,
Oh,
dun,
okay.
dun, dun, dun,
Like the end of Kingsman. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Bay, like, whoa.
okay, sure. I'm gonna drive fast.
Ziggy, you've been hanging out in the sunroof, right? Just taking
Yeah, just watching.
She's like, ah. Like a bachelorette.
Yo.
So towards the way that town is,
What do my elf eyes see?
up above the town, like towards the mountain, you can actually see the tube of the hyperloop going up in that direction. That's actually where the security forces are going. There was supposed to be a dedication ceremony up that way. You see some smoke rising, and you get a text message from Ruby on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Dedication site hit.
Ah, fuck.
Mass casualties.
Well, the whole thing was just to keep us busy.
Ah.
They split off somehow. How did they get there?
Yeah.
Ask her how many trucks are involved. There might still be trucks in play, though 12 of them. We've only got 2.
How many trucks were at the site? Or how many Bombies?
There's a brief pause as you guys are all piling into the car, and Ruby sends back 4.
Then we have 6 more trucks unaccounted for. And ISO is very shit at what they do.
Interpol, please.
Okay, I'm gonna drive fast back down the roadway and then look for signs of the heavy good vehicles anywhere, like any.
Does she know any other targets that they would be interested in?
Yeah. So you'll ask that.
You get a little bit of a delay again. as she's
26.
Thinking.
Crit.
What is going on with your rolls, though?
You just get a message back that says, "Damn it, the reservoir." And you get another one that says, "I'll meet you there." And that's actually the exit
Wow.
you guys are heading to, Oxford. That
Okay.
leads up into the national forest
Mm.
towards the reservoir.
Oh, as in behind a dam.
Yes.
So you just
They're gonna
expect-
blow the dam. They're gonna destroy
Damn.
the town.
Damn. Damn.
Ah, damn.
Hot damn indeed.
Hot damn.
All right.
Okay, make sure you've got your seatbelts on.
Oh, I like put my seatbelt on immediately anytime I get in the car with Oxford.
I think they've got used to this now.
She uses mage hand for it.
Yeah, mage hand it just does it. Yeah.
So, Oxford, this is like a multi-lane highway with a grass barrier in between. You manage to, at top speed, skid across the barrier, find the off-ramp going in the opposite direction up toward the reservoir, spin around and drift onto
Oh,
the
yeah.
off-ramp without
Ooh.
causing anything. Not a scratch on the vehicle.
This.
And you're now flooring it up the highway. Up on Google Maps, you can see that this road does indeed have many switchbacks. However, You manage to masterfully take these corners. You also avoid a couple of cyclists coming in the opposite direction.
From their point of view, they're just going around. It's going. No,
one of them almost goes careening over the edge, but manages to regain control of the bicycle. Probably about 4/5 of the way up, you come across a Barlow Nucleosystems tractor trailer.
Surprise, surprise.
I'm not surprised at all.
It is parked across the road.
I'm gonna go around it.
Open?
It's a switchback. I can technically the car is 4-wheel drive, not much clearance. Maybe go up. I'm gonna try and go up.
Check for me.
As in, it's blocking the road, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is attempting to block the road to keep you guys from crossing.
22.
Jesus, your rolls today are insane.
So long, fuckers!
Fast and furious.
Apparently, to play D&D correctly, you need to be British. That is what I've learned.
I don't know. Yeah, I
There we
guess
go.
this must be
It's
what
the
it is.
accent.
I don't know. Sometimes you get random ones in there.
That is true.
Oh, poor Virgil.
Didn't even need it.
Fun fact: only one person in England can be successful at Dungeons and Dragons
At
a
once.
Yeah, last week it wasn't me, so we're
You're
trading.
taking all the juice.
You draw straws every time you play.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors.
So Oxford, these roads don't have guardrails. You're out pretty far in the sticks at this point. So you are able to basically ride up the side of the mountain. You can't go up the hill and just take a shortcut, but you do manage to go up and bypass the whole vehicle. You can see the back of the tractor trailer now, and inside of it is empty, however.
Keep a lookout for bombies.
We must be close then.
All right, so
Or they're also waiting to ambush us.
you guys can make it up the rest of the way at this point, and what you'll see is it's almost like a little, I mean, I guess it is a parking lot, and almost like a little photo stop of the reservoir itself. There's a couple of Barlow Nucleosystems trucks parked here, all of which are open and empty in the back. Ziggy,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
as Oxford comes screeching to a halt, out across the reservoir, you see a familiar face. You can see Morton hunched over a backpack with this weird, like, 6-wheeled vehicle hanging out behind him. And on the close side of the lake where you guys are parking, you can see, like, just droves of bombies pouring into the lake. I mean, they're just, like, stumbling into the water and just walking under the surface toward the dam.
You see there's droves of them, like just.
What do I have?
Oh, I can't burn them
How
down.
far
we do-
away is he?
He's probably
And he's like across the lake, right?
yes. He's probably about 3 or 4 like soccer field lengths away. He's like across the lake on the opposite side.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Well,
There's a monk ability
I
at like
look
a
at-
very high level, I think, that lets you run on water.
I was gonna say I look at
there is.
Oxford. Like, can this thing glide across water as well? It's pretty impressive in the way you've been driving.
How far do I see?
So
Is he within 30 feet of us?
All right,
Yeah,
he's
like,
he's
no,
3 football
300.
fields away. Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably
More, even
400 or
more. 3
500.
soccer fields.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's really nice.
Okay,
we-
so the bombies are all going into the water. How far are the bombies?
The bombies. They're not far. They're within 100 feet of you guys. Like
But they're not against the dam yet. They're going in.
correct. They're going in.
Okay, well,
Felicity, try and take out the bombies now before they manage to detonate against the dam. If we can get them all in one go, they're all together. They should detonate.
Perhaps you should. I heard of this thing called
Are
ghost
they
riding
in
the
the
whip.
cluster or are they like spread out walking into the water?
So from where you're at, you can see about 20 of them still above the surface,
Yeah.
of varying heights. Like some of them are about knee deep right now.
Ooh.
Further ahead, they're like up to-
Automatically, we can assume there's at least 100 because there's 6
Oh, my.
vans with 20 in
there's-
each. So there's
quite a
at
few.
least 120, probably 150. So we
So
have
ghost,
no idea
ghost
how
riding the
many-
car into them is not an option. Like
I would.
They're
but-
not. They're not at the dam yet, though, but they're walking towards
in
it.
the water at least.
So
yeah.
we fireball the ones that are trying to get into the water, then we chuck our
Okay.
frag grenades into the water and let them sink before detonating.
We have 1 grenade that would
Mhm.
probably not take out 150.
We've got 2. I used mine in the road. You said you've got 2?
I have 1. I have 1
Oh,
stun
yeah.
grenade and 1 frag.
Okay, we can use 1 frag in the water then. I don't know what we use about the rest.
I think Jabir still has a frag
Is-
too.
I thought I did, but I
from-
took the concussion, or rather, I took the stun grenade.
We should not try and take out the 150.
It's more
bombs
about
and
the
stop
professor.
person who has the detonator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
they
would
all
be
have individual
closer
detonators as
before I could
well.
do that.
But perhaps with he's taken out, there might be some kind of control. Can you see some kind of any kind of communication?
He's leaning over something. What is he hacking into?
Control,
Virgil,
Virgil.
see your thing.
Perhaps can you
The
see if
control-
there's any?
control chip things, are they remotely controlled or have they already got stuff programmed into them? It's remote, right?
The way that you guys have seen them work before is they seem to have pre-programmed destinations.
Oh, yeah, they do it at the.
He just
thing.
pulls the trigger.
Yeah, they do it at the thing.
So
at the,
I can't remotely hack into them and give them different commands or anything.
Not remotely. The one that you guys had been given by Gomont, you could get into if you had it like on hand, but not remotely. No.
Can I fire at the ones that are close then? There's nothing
Sure.
I can do to more until we're closer.
I'm going to drive
Yeah.
around the edge of the lake, get to more modern then.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess on our way
yeah,
there.
and can I start
will
like picking
fire.
some off as well, like trying to aim for the next to while we hanging out the window?
Sure.
Probably.
Probably.
I don't think I will have to aim actually
Oxford.
at the.
Well, I was going to say, Oxford, roll me another vehicle check just to see how well you can steady the car for them.
Then we'll get advantage, maybe.
21.
Jesus.
I'm going to
Wow.
drift around the edge of that
Wow.
water. There's going to be spray going up. They're going to be shooting at the side like bam, bam, bam.
So, Oxford, I guess, manages to really hug the shoreline without hydroplaning and keeps it very, very level for you guys.
Okay.
So rather than taking like the dirt path around the outside of it that was much more bumpy, he took a shortcut.
God
You
dear.
guys can have advantage on these rolls to hit the actual chips.
Okay.
Just roll again since I already rolled once. Oh, that advantage is.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
crit.
Except for I didn't crit, or my damage just kind of poops.
Yo, for my archery too, which gives me the +2, is that like for just for everything, or do I like declare it and then go?
Oh no, you can just do it for everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
15. That's still enough to hit.
At least. Yeah. Try to get as many. As many as possible. Oh, I gotta do damage on it.
Yeah.
The most fun
Rolling
part.
dexterity.
Wait, you
not
rolled
your-
dexterity instead of the attack. Click on crossbow under attack.
Oh, I'm thinking this cheese quest. Okay.
You are tiny, but you are another crit.
Oh!
shit!
Damn, can I load like can I
Oh.
load like 3 bolts up in there, yo?
Yeah,
with
can I
with stun grenades attached to them too?
we shoot out I shoot out 2 firebolts in succession, and he shoots out like 3 bolts.
Just going in. Multi-shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the time that you guys will have passing by around these guys, you can probably take 2 attacks. So you guys
Okay.
can roll.
Can I get 1 attack if I'm using 1 action to drive the car?
At disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
You like this?
Oh, I should have done that advantage. I don't know why I did that like that.
I didn't even do mine. Wow.
I'm having 4 is my number today.
Ouch.
Oh my god, 2 19s.
Can't stop the
Calm down.
signal, man. Can't
Nope.
stop the
No.
signal.
All right.
Wow.
So Ziggy, from down below inside the vehicle, you're still hanging out up
2,
above
3.
the sunroof, right?
Mhm. That's why she can see shit.
You're like looking out over this
In her
nice
hair,
pristine-
somehow her hood's like.
Excuse me.
Yeah. You're looking out over this nice pristine view. Like you can see the Pyrenees in the background.
Beautiful.
You see a couple bobbies, but you're really enjoying the view. Out from underneath of you, you see a couple firebolts erupt from the window, along with 2 crossbow bolts and some gunfire.
Yep.
You see the leading bombies, as well as one in the middle and a couple toward the back of the trail, just erupt as their controllers are blown off their neck. They look around for a second and then explode in a fireball.
Can I throw some Eldritch Blast in there, or am I going to be busy because I want to look for any networks I can connect to?
Out here, there is no network to connect to. So
Can you deliberately do the
start-
opposite? Can you like deliberately just spam static? Because you can create kind of your own wireless network.
No, it's just I can connect to stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if like I look and I'm like, oh, nothing around, I guess I'll join in. Boom, boom, and I start firing Eldritch Blast.
There you go.
Do it.
Is this advantage? Is that or is
Yeah.
You guys have advantage because of
He has
proximity.
no ranged attacks.
Poor Ziggy.
21?
You get like some ninja stars or something.
Yeah, right.
She probably
It
has
only does
something.
like 3.
Oh,
Ziggy, do you want to borrow my watch?
No, I'm fine. She's
Okay.
just waiting for us to get closer.
She's enjoying the view.
Yeah.
She's in the sunroof going, let me get closer and hit them with my staff.
Just like beating them as they.
Can we have fan art
He's,
of this?
jousting.
Just like and then just fireballs, Eldritch Blast, crossbow bolts,
Yeah,
and
I'm like
bullets
out
all
the
freaking
window.
close.
My
Uh-huh.
hair is blowing in
It's
the
like
wind.
flowing through.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at
Jameer put a
Jameer.
special bandana. He put a special like Rambo bandana that he only uses for special occasions out. He just like has it and it's like hanging by his shoulder as he's hanging out of the side of the window.
Oh, you know, we
then
know
there's-
maybe some more of the art we get commissioned for the Patreon at some point.
Oh, it's true. We can
Just-
make it. We can make it a poster for
There you go.
next month or something.
So
Right.
when we get to within like 100 feet of him, Ziggy wants to leap out of the car and dash at him and then try and knock him out.
Well, if you're okay with it, I can always just drive you up right to him and stop, and you can get flung forwards.
But
Yeah.
it's tradition.
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm
tradition.
100% okay with that.
You
Okay.
Tradition.
get flung forwards.
Yeah,
Momentum.
I'm
You know
gonna.
what I'd like to do? Get flung out of a moving vehicle.
Yeah, what I'll do when I get close enough is I'm gonna just handbrake, go into a sideways like slide. Zig will get thrown towards him, and I'm just gonna just shoot out as we're in a handbrake, and we can all just unleash.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
we probably
I'll-
shouldn't try attacking him right away. 'Cause
First.
we need that we need whatever he's.
Yeah.
controlling.
Okay,
And
can
then
someone just
Virgil's
hold
like,
him?
We do probably need him alive.
Oh my. Oh.
Okay, so
someone
we
said
can
could
shoot
run
his
him over.
kneecaps, and you can use a whole person.
I was like Grand Theft Auto style. Just
Yo.
I know. I looked
even
at
he
the
has a
2050 rules for ramming people. It's actually really terrible. He will easily dodge. He will easily dodge. So
Okay.
if you hold person him though, he won't. And
Okay,
Ziggy can
yeah,
hit
but-
him.
Virgil prepares to hold person Morton as soon as we're in range.
Same, and I'll actually try to snare him too. Can we just
So-
say?
I'll
At
probably
He
this
also
point-
wants to double check he's not an illusion of himself because that happened to her recently and she's really upset about it.
try not to kill him. Is that the thing?
Yeah, we might need him
I'm
alive to stop.
Going to hold
the
hideous
zombies.
laughter, and I'm gonna like say a joke
Nice.
Okay.
to distract him, so that Virgil can grapple him.
So Ziggy, you see
the
two
whole
things
person.
now as you're peering around. To your right,
Or whole
back
person,
toward the parking and overlook that you guys just
Mhm.
jumped over. I don't know. You see two squad cars pull up onto the dirt road, taking the actual road to
Amateurs.
It's like walking on the sidewalk.
and up ahead, you see Professor Morton. He has noticed the explosions going off and now hops into his vehicle and begins to gun it. And at the same time, you guys all feel these huge tremors under the car. Like even under the rough road, you can feel the vibrations as explosions start to detonate. You can see water just ejecting out from under the lake as the explosions erupt into the air.
He's this guy.
The interesting thing is the dam doesn't break.
They needed the 20 extra bombies.
You can see it fracture, and you know that from what you can see, part of one of the walkways going over it has fallen apart, but the rest of the dam is intact. Congratulations, guys.
Nice. All right.
Okay, but still,
we still have
very
something to
dangerous.
do.
So, I mean, if
Yeah.
that happens, I'm just be like, someone tell those cops to actually release the emergency
Get
valves on
me
the
on the
dam.
top of this car.
That we can do.
All right.
Someone message the cops, though, to tell them to release the emergency valves on the dam so that the water pressure behind it doesn't break it further.
Yeah, I
Just
think.
virtual
Yeah,
attempts.
something, whatever kind
Got a
of.
way of sending a message.
Texting.
Yeah, you can-
texting while on the top of this car.
Yeah, I think it would probably be.
Climbing out.
Ziggy was the one in touch with her.
Okay. In which case,
Apparently,
yeah, I'm gonna.
Ruby doesn't talk to me anymore.
I know. Huh? What? I know.
Yeah,
She never
what
text. She never
happened?
texted me. Like, why?
I
Ruby?
think
Why?
it's because
Why
Ziggy
doesn't-
complimented her on her dress, and now
Okay, so I'm gonna try and drive up in front, and then slow down so that Ziggy can hop onto the bonnet of the car, and that both Felicity and Virgil can see him driving, so they can use their spells.
Oh, I got a good joke.
Yeah,
I got a good one.
So as you guys round the rest of the lake, you can see where he's driving into. There's the front of a cave entrance that looks like basically a giant dwarf. This appears to be the entrance to the hold that the Hyperloop has been built through.
Oh, he's gonna blow up the Hyperloop in the tunnel.
And I think that would be a good place to stop.
Oh, my joke.
Hold the
I
joke
know,
till
man.
next
You're
week.
gonna have to hold on to that joke for
I'm not
a
gonna
week.
remember.
getting away.
Okay,
Write it down.
Write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
Put it in your character sheet.
Yeah,
Yep.
otherwise I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah, don't leave it in the hotels. That'd be a good joke that someone will get if they get your room next.
Hey, actually, I might leave it there, but no, that would be horrifying. Actually, I probably would not want to-
The problem is, I'm afraid
The
that
cl- the
next
cleaning
week
lady.
I won't have the lucky streak to roll good on driving.
Dude, you killed it with the driving. Oh my god.
Is the
That's
car
like
actually
nailed.
damaged in any way?
No, you have managed to keep this thing spotless.
Ooh, 5-star rating.
5-star rating.
To keep your membership.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash it first roll next episode. I'm gonna just go straight up. It's gonna get broke.
If you realize that you ran over a Bombi and it's just been dragging, it just blows up on me.
I was tempted to say, guys, if you can like block the bombies from detonating, maybe if someone holds person and we pick up a bombi, we take it to Morton and we drop the bombi in front of Morton. It's like,
I think Morton's the sort that just carries loads of explosives on him, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
it probably would be unnecessary.
Well, we're trying to keep him alive, right?
Gotta
I
get some
could definitely
answers.
hellish rebuke him if we were just gonna try to kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try
Here's
and
an
hit him
answer.
with the car, but he'd dodge unless he was... Because it's like a DC
Yeah, but while he's
10.
dodging, I can fireball at him and then, or hellish rebuke at him.
I mean, I'm planning on punching him a lot.
Just
I'm planning
Ziggy's-
on giving
Ziggy's got a
him
beef.
joke.
I'm gonna give him the biggest
You're
titty
kidding.
twister of all time. I'm
Load
just
up
gonna
twice
grab
by
his
him.
pull that Morton.
Yeah,
I swear.
just gonna
He
pull
gets
the
me.
car in front of him. Everyone can jump onto the bonnet and then just blaze away. Just shoot him, punch him, hellish rebukes, all the things.
I'm gonna kick him in the
Do I
shin so
have
many
to get out of the
times.
car?
Well,
Oh, you
This
can
is gonna
stay
be
in the
like
car
Mad
if you want.
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna yell my joke out of the car, and then, I'm gonna chill in the car because I'm so hungry.
No, Ziggy's got like, bam, 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 bam.
To be
And then
fair,
one more.
we should
Just
probably...
don't kill him.
It depends, like, how fast is his vehicle going? Can we easily overtake him, or should we shoot at the tires to slow him down before doing that?
I'm def shooting at his tires.
Oh, yeah, shoot out his tires. That's always a good idea.
I have
Why
so
wouldn't
many
you go
bolts.
the time?
Yeah.
You guys would probably understand that this is like an off-road vehicle, so it's not going to be able to outpace your car like on the road, but you're gonna have to either pull some pretty fancy maneuvers or find another mode of transportation, probably.
So shoot out the tires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have Smatter on next week, right? Is it gonna
Yeah.
be
He better
the whole
be.
time? Is he gonna be playing the bad guy for the entire episode?
he will be playing Professor Morton.
My man.
It's on.
Phantom.
Base.
Gosh,
It'll be a
plan?
surprise.
Yeah, it's meant to be my
God.
job to spoil stuff. You're under NDA, dude. Right, in which case I guess we will get to sign off. We do have some tips today, so we'll go through tips afterwards. Of course, you can get support us on the page. Go check the YouTube. Go check out the wiki. Do fan art of that because that was amazing.
You can actually react to my joke. Oh, this is
Yay!
great.
That's even better though. That's good.
Yeah,
that
that's
you
even
saved it.
better. He's probably gonna hate it.
Are you going to say you're going to blow him away?
No,
Okay.
it's better than that.
Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so
Ouch.
thank you for watching. Maggie, who are you? What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Margaret Crone. You can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. I play like 5 tabletop games a week, which is just insane. So if you want to see some more, all you have to do is probably follow here and you'll get to see some more action. Or you can follow me on all the things and I'll let you guys know whenever I go live. I stream every day except for Friday, and then I also put out a new video every single day. That's all I got.
Okay. Tempo, what about you?
Yeah, you can catch me on Twitch. I've been streaming a lot too. Twitch.tv/tempo, TEMP0. And also on Twitter at Team Tempo with the 0, as well as that Instagram and YouTube. So check that out. Type TEMP0 on Google and I will pop up. I've done it to the point where I am the first thing that pops up. If you type Temp0, I'm the ice cold, the most ice cold thing that is on Google right now.
I just figured out your name is Temp Zero. This is like tempo, like keeping a beat, but lead speed. So zero.
Oh.
I call him Tempo.
Yeah.
They call me chocolate ice sometimes too.
I
But
feel like that moment.
I
when
feel like we know each other
Yeah.
enough that you can call me chocolate ice as well.
Oh,
I'm
thank you,
comfortable with
chocolate
you guys.
ice.
It's
No
up there with the
problem.
moment that I
Full
realized.
title.
It's up there with the
title.
moment I realized what Benson's name meant.
Yeah, that one hit me a lot sooner though.
Yeah. Because I knew you did music, so I thought it was just tempo, because like music.
Yo, man. I'm a man of many mysteries.
Okay, mangled pork. Where can we find you when you're not mangling pork?
Yeah, so my name is Bentham, but if you search Bentham, you don't find me. You find the philosopher and the town, and also I think there's a band somewhere in Japan or something now as well that's popped up, just to add
What
more
Bentham's
things.
trying to say is he's really bad
At
brand.
trademarking his name.
So clearly the solution to this was to have 2 different names, and that would definitely improve things. So my YouTube channel is called Mangleport Gaming, because no one in the right mind would call anything that. So that is what comes to the top if you search for that. So that's where I play Factorio and occasionally other things. Like yesterday, I streamed a bunch of Astroneer, because it turns out the devs have been working on that, and it's now fixed all of the problems it had before. So I was like, let's check it out again. Sure. That's what
Nice.
that was. Tomorrow, maybe playing Project Zomboid on Peachy's Twitch. And then there's a Factorio thing probably happening on Friday that you'll learn more about
Sick.
soon.
I would. Lauren, what about you in your new fancy room?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so not unpacked. You can find me here forever, unpacking always, or on various other places doing tabletop RPGs. I will be doing Behind the Screens tomorrow night, and High School Royale over on Geek Space TV. And on Thursdays, Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays, I stream on my channel, and I'll be back here on Sunday with Layla the Vampire Slayer. So many places. Maybe by then I'll have lighting in front of me so that my lighting is not dependent on daylight.
Oh, but then we have to see you.
Damn.
Oh no! Please come back. I regret everything.
Come back. Come back. Oh, it's back with a vengeance.
Kyokri.
So, real life has gotten in the way for the last couple of weeks. However,
I hate it when real
I'm
life does
hoping-
that.
I'm hoping that after our trip to Tennessee next week, I'll be back at twitch.tv.
I'm in Tennessee right now.
What?
Are you really?
Yeah. What?
Wow.
Bad timing, man.
Oh,
What's
man.
in Tennessee?
I
I mean,
St.
like,
I'm at St.
okay.
Jude Play Live.
oh, you're at that live. I think
Yeah.
I have a friend. Do I? I've been
Yeah, I
seeing
have a
some stuff
couple.
on my feed. Oh, that's sick.
I have one friend.
Sorry, just go ahead. I was just like, oh.
Thought you guys were meeting for like Country Fest or something. I was like, wow.
How long? Well, never mind. Anyway, once I get back, from doing family things, I will be back at twitch.tv/Kyokri or at Kyokri on Twitter. If you're interested in checking out Code 2050, you can keep an eye on our website. It's legendarypants.net. There, I think, is already a Kickstarter announcement up there. If not, there will definitely be one on May 1st when we go live. You can feel free to go and download the SRD there if you want to give it a shot and try out the system for free. I think that's it for me.
Sweet.
Okay. I do recommend you do that, by the way, because I've seen the classes and they're pretty good.
Yeah. And if you saw Virgil and Oxford's prequel, you got to see a couple more classes.
Who's
Lauren
Druid?
and I played.
Who's Druid?
Lauren and I played ones.
Who's Druid?
And
Druid.
it was a lot of fun. So, and I do notice a lot of people asking in chat like what the system is. So you could just do exclamation point 2050 in chat.
The system itself is just normal D&D, just with some really cool subclasses. They're not even classes; they're just the subclasses, which is making them cool. Also,
And
some
where
stuff
can
for
people find you at?
you can catch me at, well, apparently today, the store page for Frostpunk, which was interesting. I had like 22,000 people watching.
20,000 people watching.
22 in total.
Wow,
Yeah,
you were telling me about that. Yeah, that's
was
this weekend.
a lot. That was earlier today. It was intense. Right, so yeah, you can catch me at youtube.com/.
Yeah, I was like, do you have stream high right now? Because I would have stream high.
I had stream like satisfaction combined with I am so drained. Because like I don't want to take a break because there's a lot of people, so I'm just gonna like not pee.
Yeah, I know.
Good choice. Good choice.
So yeah, you can catch me at youtube.com/Enterlisten where I'm playing Frostpunk, and everyone's telling me that I'm playing it wrong. However, I'm about to win, so that's my impression. I may have screenshotted all the comments, and I'm gonna share them tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. Also, Battletech, which is really good fun. I might have about 800, maybe about 100 hours in the game now already.
Question. This is an important question. How long did Decker survive for you?
In my first playthrough, not very long. In this playthrough, fine.
Because I've heard it's a problem that not just I had.
Oh, no. You've got to like get the extra 1 health from guts really early on, because otherwise people die. In my second playthrough, I'm playing a lot better. First playthrough, nope, you did. Just keep Glitch. Glitch is the best voice acting.
Sense, 'cause you learn a lot.
Right, you gotta learn.
I think Behemoth is my friend, but I'm not sure who she voice acted, so I need to ask her.
Ooh. I want to know now. Yes, but you also play Hearts of Iron and other things like other games. Oh, Galactic Civilization, which I'm doing a sponsored thing for, and some other stuff. I also stream on twitch.tv/Elysium, and there's Twitter, and then there's Instagram, and there's actually a Facebook page that just gets the videos if you just want to not have my inane ramblings. You just want the, videos, so you can do that. But yeah, cool. Right, that's everything. We're gonna go read some tips. Reading the tips. Feel free to fill this with
sorry.
10 seconds worth of content.
Okay.
I always have to re-log in and refresh the page.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, well, everyone was talking about their name origins. Mine is an anagram of Kokiri because Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game ever.
Oh,
good. Mine is from a Coca-Cola ad that I read in a magazine when I was 13.
Really?
Mine is my name.
Mine is my name.
Mine is the name I used for the band in Rockstar 4 or what? Rock Band 4.
Rock Band? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because I have to come up with a vaguely metal sounding name. Something about the afterlife. Enter Elysium, that sounds cool, because to enter the dead plane for heroes, that sounds cool. And I was like, I guess I'll use this anyway, because I'm terrible at names.
You're stuck with it now.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was a World of Darkness reference.
Oh.
Don't even know World of Darkness.
He doesn't know World of Darkness. He
Never mind.
doesn't know it.
I'm sorry.
I used to be called Luperza, but then I couldn't get it everywhere because the person who has it on Twitter won't give it up. So that's why I rebranded under my own name, because I was like, I just can't get it everywhere, so it's not worth it.
I can't get it on Instagram or on Facebook.
I can't get it on either of those two as well.
Yeah,
Very
so
close
I just
Twitter.
gave up and made a new thing.
Yeah, the Twitter one is so annoying. Like,
So annoying. And like if the person has been active,
This
they don't
person
even
is
have to
not-
post anything. They just have to have logged in within.
So, you know, maybe
Neither
what we should all
Instagram
do is just
or
go by
Twitter.
multiple names like Bentham, because then we can just pick whichever one's 3.
You pick one name that's really stupid, and then you can get it wherever you like.
pretty much.
You'd
That's
be
what I messed
surprised
up
how
on.
many people have stupid name 01, stupid name !! -1.
I remember if Manglepork was taken somewhere. It might have happened once.
There we go. So, tips today. Condrito, $10. I wanted the red button. You gave it to me. I mean, there had to be a red button. I was rolling so high, there had to be a red button. And I was mashing the red button today. So thank you very much, Condrito, for the $10. Angel Ray, $5. Carcour! With a lot of exclamation. I just want to emphasize there were a lot of exclamation marks there. Like a lot.
nice.
A lot. Thank you much, Angel Ray. Condrito, $10 again. And then you Blues Brothered the Carcour. Did I Blues Brother the... Oh, was that when we were firing out the car?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Condrito,
It felt
again.
very Mad Maxy, actually.
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
right. I was like thinking about it. Like, holy
Mad
crap.
Max
All
is
we
like
need is a
really run
harpoon.
down.
That's...
I got hempen rope. I do have hempen rope,
Can
and I
we
can.
get a harpoon?
I mean, I really want to upgrade the car, but it's not mine. And
No,
was
I have
pushing it
hempen.
like
I have
getting a
hempen
car.
rope. I could attach it to one of my
You
bolts.
Yeah,
Okay.
bolt.
I don't know how long this rope
You
is.
need a
force-
really strong one.
The forces involved in a car and a like off-road vehicle. One crossbow bolt and hemp rope is not exactly going to cut
and
it.
then
I mean-
Ziggy can type rope across it.
This should be in
Wait,
the
are
after
we
show.
in the after
preview.
show yet?
Okay, that's the after show. Pony7, $5. E-changeling, E-channeling his inner initial D today. I am?
Initial D is an anime
it's an
about
anime.
driving,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I should watch that.
drifting.
I was kind of going
Multi-track
for a,
engines.
like a transporter
It's really
vibe.
fun.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I was thinking
Just
too fast.
Google
With
running in the
fast
90s,
food.
man. Running in the 90s and just get hype. Get hype. That's what's
I
gonna
was
need to be
trying.
playing.
Taxi? No, just kidding.
Natural 20s makes me think of like Baby Driver, where you're just doing all sorts of weird tricks, going backwards and stuff.
A lot of people said Baby Driver in chat
Oh, crazy taxi, yeah.
in the
like you
past.
said.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. We're going to go record an after show, which will be available to people on the Patreon for the $5 or above tier. Feel free to chat in the Discord. I'm sure we'll have a look at it and be like, so that's going to happen next week. Are we all going to die? We're all going to die. Are Felicity and Jameer ever going to kiss again? Is Ziggy actually going to blow up the Hyperloop anyway because environmental reasons? I guess we'll find that out next week, so stay
It is
tuned.
way better for the
and-
environment than fuel or gasoline. She's gonna have words with you about that turbo boost you have.
It's for
gonna
very
go back
important
out to the car.
occasions.
You're gonna
but
go
yes,
back out to the car. The red button is missing.
the red button is only for when it would be more ecologically friendly to save the environment by killing the bad guys by pressing the button than it would be to
It's
let them
gonna
do the
be a
thing.
green button, and then when you hit it, like the trunk pops open and it's like a bunch of flowers.
Felicity.
Straight up.
Okay,
She's
we're going to
just
go to
gonna
the after show
finish
for
one.
suggestions for Oxford's car, but
Yes.
until then, may the dice roll ever in your favor.
Toodles.
Bye.